everybody. Welcome, Deann. Welcome to my channel.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I had so much fun when you were on my channel and I loved meeting you. I thought you were wonderful. I've been watching you. You're doing so good. 5,000
I
people
know.
already. I'm so proud of you. That's
Thank you.
great. I
It's
see
funny.
why though. I see why though.
Aw, bless you. Deann, you're always so kind to everyone. You're just so authentically kind and gentle and loving. And I just hope you know that. I hope you
Oh,
know
you.
how you are and how we all see you. So of course it's a yes. I'm so glad that you're here. I had a great time on I was actually, true confession, did I come on your channel twice or did we read together
No,
twice?
you came on with
With
you came
Susan
on with
Lynn.
Susan Lynn.
Okay.
And then I wanted to have you on again, but you were busy and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is the first time I get to be on with you. So I'm excited because I wanted to read with you again so bad when I met you.
I love it. And we do different things, and that we were just talking about that backstage, and it's kind of like, I know my channel tends to be the channel that people will take a little break, if you will, from all of the politics sometimes. And not that there's anything, I think politics are wonderful.
Right.
They're a part of all of our lives. So it's one of those things that it's nice to collaborate with people that have that do things a little bit different, and
Yeah.
it's just so wonderful when we can come together. So yeah, it was a wonderful collab with Susan Lynn and yourself. I really loved it.
I
So
do too.
yeah, well,
I love her too. She's really, really good
yeah.
and fun to watch and so down to earth. I met so many nice people on here, just so
Mm.
wonderful. And being that this will be a few more months, it'll be a year for me. I didn't
Oh
think I'd been
wow.
that long, but 9 months. But I started with a little tripod from Dollar General with an old phone that was propped up by salt shakers, the napkin holder, the butter dish as it's sliding. So, I mean, can I count those beginning ones? I don't know.
Totally. I
Yeah.
think yes, totally. Yeah,
So, can I
trial by
count
error.
this a year and 3 months since I really, really was bad at this
It's
at first?
wonderful. Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
I met so many nice people. And when I was so scared when I first came on, and everybody says, "Oh, do you know everybody in the chat is readers?" And I'm like, "They are." And I thought, "Oh God," because when you're new, you think I'm not as good as them. I'm probably not, and I'm just
mm,
now starting to learn to. It's okay. We all are continuously learning. 10
yeah.
years from now, I will still be learning.
Yeah.
I'm never
Yeah,
going
if we
to be able
can
to
set
say
aside
I'm
that
now.
part of yeah, if we can set aside the part of, like, the competition and
Yeah,
just
I don't have
embrace the community, that's the key. That's the point of different, and that keeps us in it. I think that that's the way, and I think,
that.
the love that everybody shows us. Speaking of community and this chat family, thank you all for coming.
Yes, thank
I know
you.
you're here to see Deanna as well, so, if you have not subscribed to her channel, I did put her link. Her YouTube channel is Deann Shield Maiden Tarot. It is in the description. So please, you're approaching
I
2,000.
only need 111 people more and
Yeah,
I'll have my
that's a good
2,000.
number.
Yep. And it's not
Mhm.
about numbers, and I don't compete
Yeah.
with anybody. I am so happy for
Mm,
anybody to do well, and I feel like it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, oh, I must be. It's for myself. It makes me feel like I'm doing something right. I'm doing
there's
something
nothing
good.
wrong with that.
People,
Yeah, and
people
reaching more people.
Yeah, and reaching more people, and I'm just loving it, and I'm
Mm,
meeting all kinds of friends all over. I mean,
I love it.
Oklahoma and Canada, and it's like, who would have thought you could meet so many friends? Like I could say, I have a friend in Oklahoma, I have a friend, it's just so cool.
I love it. We are going to do some questions. We're going to be on for about an hour. And I'm just curious, Dan, because I actually don't know a whole lot of, that's the thing. I guess we've only been together the one time, and then just watching you, sometimes you get to, you feel like, I feel like I know you a lot more because you watch someone and then it's like, okay, wait a second. Do I really know a lot about them? So I'm curious, backing up to where you started to recognize your awakened abilities, your gifts. Like, when did you start to see that in your life?
I never really knew what it was. I just figured that
Mm,
it was just normal. I mean, it wasn't anything big or bold. It was like things like sometimes I'd hear things that other people didn't hear, or sometimes I'd know stuff and I'd tell people that I knew and this was going to happen. And they say, how can you know that? And I'm like, I
Mm.
just know. And they're like, how can you know that? You can't know that. Or you're just judging somebody you don't even know. Cause I could tell like somebody has not got good intentions and, and so I'm like, okay, I guess it's all in my head and it's not real. And then when it would happen, nobody'd ever say anything, but it'd be, how did you know? But I've always been interested in anything. My favorite show when I was a kid was Bewitched. I've always been
Oh,
interested in anything magical, anything mystical. And when I was a kid, I said I wanted to be, this is so silly, a spy, a detective or a spy, a magician or a witch, because I loved magic and I love mysteries. And so I started doing this when I was watching who was it? Andrea Lilac Lantern.
okay, yeah.
And Scott and there was a Marie's Table I started watching, but I started watching them and I love mysteries and they read on mysteries. And so I would sit there and be fascinated. I'm like, I didn't know you could do this with cards. So I started reading my cards with them. And the more I did it, the more I'm like, well, I was getting similar things. And then
Mm.
I was watching it, all of y'all on my TV. I'd put it on my TV. I'd have my coffee. I'd be drinking my coffee, listening to it. And as I was watching it with my husband, he got to know some of you guys too. And he'd say, I go, I know what that card means. That means this means that. She goes, how do you know that? And I'm like, I just know I've been watching them and I figured it out. And he goes, well, maybe you should do a YouTube channel. I'm like, no.
Oh.
And then I went to Andrea. She did a reading for me and she said, well, you are psychic and you should do a YouTube channel. I'm like, no, I'm not. And no, I'm never going to do that. I thought she's full of baloney sauce, and then I thought, oh, I got all these cards. Who do I have to read for? May as well try it. So I started reading and I had like 5 people and I was all excited. 5 people I've got to read with me. And I started reading and the more I did it, more people were saying, you were right about this, you were right about that. Then I tried personal readings and I thought,
Mm.
oh, I'm going to do their reading. I don't know. I pray. I hope that I pray over the cards, did the sage, everything. It's like, I hope they tell me something and I'll read it. And I'm like, I have no clue if this is right. And then I was getting everybody emailing me saying, Deann, that was exactly right. And how did you know that about my past? And how did you know that? And I'm like, and that's exactly what I'm struggling with. And I'm thinking, I didn't know. At that point, that person I didn't know. And so it amazes me still 9 months later, it amazes me, these cards.
Mm.
And there's something there helping me. Everybody started talking about spirit guides. I thought, well, do I have a spirit guide? So I started getting into pendulums, and I have up 5 or 6. I like the crystals, so
Mm.
I did pendulum and asked if I had a guide, and I got Asana. I have a pendulum board, and I thought, Asana, I've never heard that name before. Let me do that again. Spell your name again. Asana, 3 times, every time, Asana. And I'm thinking, well, who the heck is Asana? And why would I come up with that name? So I talked to, do you know who Water Bendita is? She's
No.
the cup readings. I talked to her and she goes, do you know in Spanish that means uh, to heal or healer? And she said, you started this when your mother passed away. I started this when my mother passed away. She lived with us 25 years. I took care of her. I worked and took care of her. And I wanted to, and I lost my health. I couldn't work anymore. Then we had COVID. Then we had Trump. And then I was like, oh, everything. So I don't know. That's, I think what started me is I wanted to be able to also talk to my mom. And I don't like Ouija boards or anything. So I started doing
Mm.
pendulum and started talking to her with cards. And I would come up with things that's exactly what my mom would say.
Oh,
That's exactly what she would say. I know that's what she'd say. And then I thought, well, I'll try dad. Same thing. So I'm growing. I'm learning more. I'm learning more things I can do the longer because I ignored this stuff for a long time.
see, I was thinking about that when, like, growing up, was this something that was in conversation? Was this not, like, spoken about? Was it like I'm curious about that. Just,
No, I did. I would tell my husband things like the phone would ring and I'd say, well, that's Randy and he's calling because blah, blah, blah. And he goes, how do you know that? He'd pick up the phone. It was Randy and that's what he was calling about.
Oh.
And just different things. But yeah, I never knew what it was. I just figured that is it all in my head or but it
Mm.
keeps happening. So
So
I
growing up, this wasn't a conversation in your household?
no, I went to church, Baptist church growing up.
Oh,
Very
okay.
strict Southern Baptist church. Girls had to wear dresses, boys have to
Mm.
have short hair, not allowed to listen to rock and roll music. They burned our albums at church
Yeah.
camp, made us bring our albums and burn them. So if
Oh.
I would tell anybody at church I had any interest in anything like this, I would be called a witch, told I'm going to hell,
Mm.
everything else. And I never felt that was right. I thought, well, whatever you want to call it, God, universe, whatever, spirit, um, I believe it's bigger than people give him credit for. They put things in a box. Like you, this is the box that
Right.
God is in, and you don't go outside of that box or don't think outside of that box, or you're bad because they want to keep you thinking the way they think. And I started going to different churches. I went to the Catholic
Mm.
Church. I went to different ones trying to find the truth.
Yeah.
But when I started watching these readers, what amazed me is they were kinder to me than anybody ever had been in church. They were more, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. They just had a heart. They're loving. They help each other. This one had a fire. Everybody's collecting money. Allie had a
Mhm.
problem with her house. Everybody's helping her. And I'm thinking,
Mm.
I never seen this in church. And so I realized I was taught wrong. And that's when I thought, you know what? I'm gonna buy all the cards I want, all the pendulums I want, all the crystals I can find that I love, and I'm just gonna be me. And this has always been me, but I've always covered it up because I didn't want God mad at me, or I
Yeah.
didn't want my parents ashamed of me, or I didn't want the church mad. So
Yeah.
when mom died, I miss her more than anything in the whole world, but I finally decided that there's nobody telling me no. There's nobody telling me no. I'm
Yeah.
not going to church right now. I still can believe in a higher power, but I don't have to fit these box rules because I'm not in that box and I couldn't find a box that I fit in. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm describing that
I
right, but
love it. Yeah, it's just like what I hear from that is you just always actually knowing and being called to something, maybe not being able to place it at the time. And as a kid, sometimes we're just not given those opportunities. So in it, like when you were able to start to make the decision and looking, in different experiences in the different churches and things like that, looking for something because you knew that it just didn't feel right.
it
You know, where
just
parts of it was
did.
like, uh-huh. And
Yeah.
in that kind of discovery, lots of lessons in there. So, was there something in particular? Because I know it sounds like you've had like so many experiences, but is
On the
there
empath
one?
thing too. The
Say
empath thing
again?
too. I said, I
Mm.
know I didn't know what to call that. I feel other people's feelings. So
Right.
says I'm okay and they're not, they can't fake that around me. If somebody's
Right.
lying, they can't fake that. But I also noticed I can't be around crowds because I get like it's like I'm feeling everybody. This person's angry, this person's sad, this person mad, this person, and it just is like I gotta go. I'm having a panic or and, and that way I can be one-on-one with people, but like when I have multiple people, it's like I feel stuff too much. I
Mm.
hurt when other people hurt. So it's knowing and it's feeling, those two things. So I guess that's what I've been told it's called.
Yeah. Is there something that experience-wise deepened your trust with spirit more than any other? Well, I'm curious
Yeah,
what yeah.
but I'm afraid to say it because it sounds crazy, and it sounds
Crazy for
crazy, and I
parents.
would think it was crazy if you would have told me somebody said this, I'd think they're nuts. But I'll tell you anyway, since what the
I
heck.
love it.
Since I say I'm just going to be me, I'll tell you. The one thing is there's two things. Thing was the
Mm.
most recent thing since I started doing the cards and talking to and letting spirit help me and God help me and guides help me. I woke up one day, and this was, I don't know, when I first started doing this, shortly after, and on my ceiling, I woke up and there was like almost looked like hieroglyphics or some ancient language. Is I woke up, it freaked me out. I'm laying in bed and Dale's sleeping, and I look up at the ceiling. I'm like, what? And it covered my whole ceiling. And I thought, what is that? And I just, you know how you think, well, I must be half asleep. So you shake your
Like,
head,
oh,
and I'm blinking, and I'm blinking, and I'm blinking, and I'm blinking. I look again, it's still there. Shake my blinking, blinking. Look, it's still there. Oh, Mims, I love you too. Thank you.
mm,
And so I thought, what in the world is that? I still don't know. I've had different answers. People told me it finally went away, and I didn't scream or yell because it was just, I think in my brain it was more like, what in the, you
what's
know? And there was another time I went to a church, and I had a lot of anger in me. I lost my brother at 34. 6 months later, I lost my dad. Right in the middle of that, I lost my grandma. So I was losing a lot of people in my life. And I was always told, if you have faith of a mustard seed, you can tell this mountain to move from there and it will. It's just talking about faith, manifestation,
mm,
we call it. So I prayed so hard with all my might that they wouldn't go. And when they did, I was angry at God. Whatever you want to call him, I was angry at him. I even went to church and smoked a cigarette in the front yard because I wanted to piss God off because I'm mad. And, so I knew he wouldn't like that. So I
mm,
was angry. So my sister invited me. Mom had almost had a heart attack. I had to go there. My sister was there. We don't get along. We butt heads. Bad butt heads. And so Mom told her, she did some things. She goes, can I pray with you? And I'm like, no. Mom goes, oh, let her pray with you. But I was mad at her for something. I said, no, I don't want her to. Then finally, Mom said, please. And I can't deny her anything. So I said, okay, pray for me. Well, anyway, I had this feeling, all this hatred I had, whatever, and I don't think it was her, it was the higher power. It was lifted off of me because I was letting it be lifted. And I went to her house. They all go to a church that speaks in tongues. I thought they were crazy. I really did.
mhm.
And they told me, I'm like this. And they're like, are we scaring you? I'm like, mm-hmm. And so she said, do you want the gift of the Holy Spirit? I go, what is that? And she asked me to pray in tongues. I go, I don't believe that. You're making it up. So I went in my bed. She prayed with me, and I was getting this hot feeling, hot, 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 hot. And then she goes, okay, speak in tongues. I'm like, no, I'm not just going to make up some stupid language that don't exist So I went to bed that night, and I started saying my prayers. God, forgive this person, bless this person. And I was talking to him. And then I said, God, if you're really there, and I've been through hell, and I thought, if you're really there, and this tongue thing is reality, if it's true, can you show me? Because I don't want to believe any of these people if they're faking it. And so I'm just continuing on saying my prayers, and I swear to you, I'm not lying. I started speaking in another language, and I could not stop. I
Mm,
could not speak English. I was not able to speak English. It wasn't like I was trying to do it. I'm like, every time I opened my mouth and tried to talk to God, it was coming out and fluently, not like this little word, that fluently.
wow.
And then I wanted to run and tell my sister that, oh my God, that happened, but I couldn't. I'm like, how can I tell her when I can't speak English? So I started laughing because I got filled up with all this joy. And I started laughing because I'm like, this is hilarious. Okay, I believe you, God. I believe you. And fine, I'm like, can I please have my language back? And so to me, what that meant to me, I don't believe in people just going out and doing that everywhere. But to me, that particular moment meant to me that God, universe, whatever you want to call him, cared and was listening.
Mm,
And the whole time I thought he wasn't listening, I could cry about this. I thought he wasn't listening. He was taking everybody away from me. He proved to me I can control your tongue. I can control your speech. I can do whatever I want to, whether they're faking it or not. That's one thing.
mm,
But for me, I wasn't faking it because I had no control over it. So it was the first time in my life that I thought there's somebody up there listening. Whether
mhm.
you would want to say angels, God, whatever, somebody up there was listening and answered that question directly. So between that and seeing stuff on my ceiling and a strange language, and I woke up one time, seen a man standing by my bed that wasn't there, screamed. My husband come running up. Then I had to sleep with the lights on. But there are just things that there are mysteries that none of us
Yeah.
understand. And we all have our own ways of believing and trying to, what we want to call that thing that it is, whether people call it great spirit, whatever. It's a power that I don't think can be put in a little box.
I
and
love it,
you need
man.
help. And I think sometimes you ask for help and you don't get help. It's because you don't know the whole picture. There may be a reason this person died and was
Yeah.
taken. And, you know, so it just,
That's so powerful. Thank you
I
for
don't
sharing
I
that.
believe it. I think people are going to think I'm crazy if I tell them because
My gosh,
there
throw
I
that
have.
away. I mean, the crazier the better. That, you know what I mean? And in it, I think that you have all these people that are actually saying that. There's one, Lisa Pasquale, she keeps saying that, just recognizing, I think she said it as well, like just things that people say where we think they're so crazy or out there or we're so alone in it. They're often the things that bring us the closest together. They're
Yeah,
so natural, and we've made it so that they're not. Perhaps our upbringing, perhaps our own stories that we tell ourselves. But that when we actually step into that and the truth and those deep knowings, and we share with people, and I'm seeing that it's 2:22 right now. So there, and we're on for 22 minutes. I mean,
what's that mean?
the twos are my number. And so
Oh,
just being prompted, Spirit said, look at the time and look at the clock.
confirmation.
So it's like, those are just the things. None of us are separate from it. So I love those shares, and to, just to hear that, I got chills so many times. So thank you.
Well,
Those are big.
purpose. I've always wondered, I thought I don't have a purpose. I used to work with the eyes,
Mm,
an ophthalmologist for years and years, and I used to do hair years ago when I was young. But I just, when you lose that, when mom died, and I didn't have any purpose to take care of her, I didn't have a purpose with my job because my health went bad, and it's like, this sounds silly, but this feels like it's given me purpose. It's
yeah.
given me purpose because I can, to show people love, to show people caring, to try to use these cards to help people to the best of my ability. And am I perfect? No, but I'm getting better and better and better. And I just think it's been such a blessing that I never expected. I never expected. I used to
Hmm.
hide when my picture was taken under the covers. At Christmas, they'd be taking pictures, and I'd pretend I was sick and hide under the covers. I'd hear them. They'd be going, "Where's Deann? Where's Deann?" And I'm not answering. And then
Yeah.
they'd find me and they'd say, "What are you doing under the covers?" "I'm sick. I don't feel good." All because I didn't want my picture taken. I
Yeah.
tried to get out of my picture taken at my wedding. My mother wouldn't let me. But see, it's to be online like this, to put yourself out there like this is huge for me.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I feel like it's been making me grow as a person. Besides helping everybody else that I can help, it's helping me grow. So it says I'm helping them, I'm helping myself.
Yeah. Yeah. On the other side of those fears, it makes me think about a few things. One that pops out is what we think being seen is. And then when we step past the part of not wanting to be seen, we all want to be seen, and allowing ourselves that,
Yeah,
and especially in community, the beauty that comes from that. And I would invite you, Deann, to not minimize it, like that it's
yeah,
not crazy and it's not silly and it's not small, and let it be as big as you can imagine it being, because that's the connection. And
yeah.
your connection is so beautiful, and it's worth sharing with everybody. So I love it. Thank
Well,
you
when these
so
people
much.
talk about ETs and stuff like that, I'm like, well, why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there? I always thought there. I thought there's all kinds of galaxies and all kinds of planets that we haven't even discovered. How self-righteous do we have to be to think we're the only ones? You
Yeah.
know? And some people say, well, they think God's an alien. Well, he's up there and we don't can't see from another universe, so you can call him that too. You
Yeah.
know?
Let the imagination just flow. That's what I always say. Some people think that that's actually stopping the process, and it's like, no, that is a part of it. That's a huge aspect of connection and spirit, and our ability to be curious and explore and connect. I think it's brilliant.
That's why I
Um,
started with mysteries, because I love mysteries, because I feel like anything and everything is possible.
oh, I
You
love
know,
that.
there's nothing that's not possible, and so the mysteries is where I started, because I just Bigfoot, what I do, the grays. Oh, my favorite one was about, what was it, the skinwalkers. And so anyway, those are fun. I'm going to be doing more of those again.
I love that. I just want to acknowledge your husband. What a loving, supportive being to
He
encourage you and to, to be open and support. I know for some people they don't have that. And so just hearing that, I love hearing that. Uh,
34 years we've been together, and
mm,
if I am for something, he's in with me.
I
He's
love it.
supportive always. Best husband in the world. I don't know how I got so blessed like that.
Because you're you, Deann. All right. Do you want to do some
Yes,
questions?
yes, yes.
Let's do it. We've got some lovely people here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. And Mims, I did see your message and I did see your email. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it.
Hi, Lisa Foster, and it's nice seeing you on Facebook too. She's on my Facebook friends.
Oh, nice. Lisa Foster.
Mhm.
Lovely. Hey,
Yeah,
Deann, what state are you in? I actually don't.
Illinois,
You're in
the
Illinois.
boring part of Illinois, the cornfield part of Illinois, not the
Oh,
Chicago
okay.
part, which is good. I don't think I could live in Chicago. I couldn't drive in that traffic.
Busy, hey?
Yeah.
Pamela says, Kevin, 2 evenings in a row. I know, Pamela, my schedule for the next month or so, it's a lot. I'm so excited.
Yeah? You
Lots
get
of
a lot of
collabs.
collabs?
Yeah.
You're so good. Like I said, it does not surprise me. And you're cute too, by the way. I'm
Oh
married and
my
I'm not being that way. But if I was single and younger, man,
God.
cute. That's
Oh,
another
bless
reason you're
you.
getting all those subscribers.
Oh, Deann.
That's cute.
Okay, let's do this. DK. That's kind of our names, Deann and
Yeah,
Kevin. DK.
yeah. And it's
Just
my
saying.
first initial and my last name initial too.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what's really interesting about that? I was supposed to be a D name. So I've got three siblings. They're all D initials. I'm the second, the black sheep, and I was supposed to be a D name. And when I was born, my mom and dad were just like, they actually were going to name me Darren,
They didn't?
wasn't it?
They
Anyways, I guess my
they
name,
decided why not? I mean, I didn't mean they didn't. I know they didn't, but is there any reason they changed their mind?
they didn't think I was a Darren. So they changed it.
We're all D's. We got Donnie, Debbie, Donna, Deann, and Dennis. And when mom would get mad at us, she'd say, Duddy, Diddy, Donnie, Donnie, Dennis. And I'm like, at least you can call me the girl names, you know? But yeah, all D's in my
Oh,
family.
I love it.
So,
Okay.
will you get
So
your
can you tell me, will
apartments?
I get my own apartment soon? Oh, I'm going to use my Lisa Foster cards,
I was
the
using my,
Time Oracle deck.
and I get yes. And I'll do another few cards just to see. The pendulums,
Nivra, thank
yes.
you. The black sheep is special. I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
I'm the weird one in the family too. You know, I'm the only one that's been like, I just love, I don't know. I just love this stuff. I enjoy it. I have fun. If they don't like it, don't do it. But don't ruin it for me. Okay. Oh,
Oh, that's an interesting one. So your parents selected the name you choose. I like that.
what they select?
The name that I chose.
Oh,
It's interesting.
okay. Well,
Um,
I got yes with the pendulum, but I got some angel cards for you. You need to take action though. You're going to find some helpful people that are going to help you. If not, you need to ask for help from other people.
mm,
You have no need to worry about this. It's going to happen in the near future, I think. And that's what the oracle cards were saying. And the pendulum said yes as well.
my card, I mean, there's only one yes in this deck. So I think those
Really?
are good odds. So Spirit is saying yes. However, I did hear pull two cards. So there is a little bit of a weight, and it
Mhm.
almost feels like, um, as I feel into it, it's like just don't settle. So just make sure that it's the right one, or else you're going to go, oh, damn. So just for the sake of actually getting it, because yes, you will. You will get your own apartment. They're just saying be a little bit patient or selective in the process of which yes you're going to commit to. So yeah, it's a yes for me too.
It may be, let's see, it may be next year though. I
Oh,
mean, it could be a little ways, but this year's almost over. I mean, it's going to go like that. October, November, it flies. So it's possible you may have to wait just a little bit. So I was just checking on that too with
oh,
time.
that's interesting. And I just heard the J month. So January or June. or July?
See what my pendulum gets on that.
January,
That's
June,
curious.
July.
Will she get
So
there in May? What'd you get, July?
a J month.
I get July with the pendulum.
Oh, interesting.
What I do is
here.
I have it. It's you have never seen one. It has the numbers and the letters, and it will point to what I asked for. And if you want to ask it something with letters, I can sometimes spell things.
Interesting.
So, but time is, hard to do. So entertainment purposes only. But yeah, we're both getting J month. I got July.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like I got a echo.
Just a teeny bit. Not bad.
Was it me or you?
No, I don't think it's mine. I got my volume turned way down.
I got mine off too. Okay.
And I don't have, I got my phone. Let me see. Why don't I got my phone way across the room, but I have you on there on the phone. So I'll take that off just in case the phone's messing with it.
People looking for movement. Nivra, will I be able to go to Texas in October? Let me use these cards again. I'm using the Lisa Foster deck.
Okay, will Lisa Foster be able to go to Texas in October?
No, not Lisa Foster. Sorry,
Well, you said that, then I looked up and seen. I'm like, what? Never mind. I've done it too. You might be looking at the chat and you see their name and you say, okay. So, will Nivra?
Nivra
be able to go to Texas? Will she move to Texas or go to Texas? Not in. I don't think that, according to the pendulum, not in October. November.
Look what card I got. And there's only one no card.
And I got no too. I got no. It will be in.
That could shift, Nivra. That's the energy that we're both picking up on in this very moment. So, of course, that could change in an hour. You could say, I'm getting on the computer, I'm booking a flight, or however that looks. But the energy, there's something there that one of the potentials is a strong no.
Well, so, I thought that I would just throw a couple cards on it, and I did some angel cards because they're better with time. So, but you may be something you may have to reconsider because of some reason or another. Something could happen at home. Something could happen where you don't feel good, whatever. But it says you may reconsider. It says don't stop though. You may have to make some compromises to get there. There may be some things that you're going to have to compromise. But again, I got the no card, not for right away. So we got this. Both got the same 3 times.
Yeah. And okay, November will work is what she's saying. So there you go. So it actually just feels better in that. Because isn't October actually tomorrow?
Yes.
Practically.
Thank God. Thank God. I don't like Mercury retrograde. Next Mercury retrograde, I'm going to lock myself in this house like a werewolf.
Oh, heavens.
Nobody. I'm not going to use it. I never knew what if it goes on after October 1st, then it's just me. But right now it feels like Mercury retrograde has been hard.
I think it's actually supposed to go past.
No.
Well.
Oh God, I've been moody. I've been irritable, car troubles, and then the coffee pot decided it was going to die too. It's just one thing after another, misunderstandings. It'll be so nice when it's over. And then after that, I think Andre, the astrologer, he did my thing and he said he did my chart and he said next year was going to be a good year for me. So.
Okay, that's nice. Jem, thank you so much for your donation.
Oh, thank you.
And look at all these movies. I just starred them all, but it's so interesting. A bit of a theme in the questions.
See me moving in 2022.
Sparkle Pop. I mean, who doesn't love that name?
I do. So good. Sparkle Pop. That is great. Okay, so you want to know, do I see you moving in 2022?
Yeah.
No, not 2022. I don't think it's going to be this year. How about 2023? You see him moving with the pendulum. I'm getting maybe 2023. Will they be moved in 2024. Okay, so 2022, no. 2023, perhaps.
I love it. Like, you're hearing me shuffle these cards. Yes, but you're asking 2022 or 2023.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a yes, there is a strong potential, and Spirit is saying do it. So there does feel like a good potential. I got a little restriction around this year. I lean more towards next year, kind of the third to end of next year. Kind of summer onwards, I guess. Late summer into fall feels really good for move. Out of state? Are you considering out of state?
Yeah, it's just it may just take a little longer. I pulled a few cards. I got it's up to you. Remember when I said, will you move in 2023? 2022 said no. 2023 said maybe. It's going to be up to you ultimately. It says, ask your angels. Pray about it. Meditate on it. Ask when's a good time. Again, you may need to ask for help from others. You're going to have to trust. It says, listen to your own intuition and trust what it tells you. So you have your own intuition. You're going to know if it's the right time for you or not. And no matter what the cards say, you could still, you have free will. You could say, you know what? I don't care what they say. I'm going.
Yeah.
But we're just, as it is now, it looks like you might want to wait till the 2023.
I love it. There you go. And yes, Lisa Foster, these cards are working because you blessed them and you gave them to me.
I want to see what cards those are.
All the time. It's a small, nice, cute little deck. It's the Time Oracle deck. And there's one yes, one no, one maybe. I think there's a maybe. A do it card, caution, or proceed with caution. And then everything from like within a day to like 5 years, I think it sees out. So they're very helpful. And they have been. Sorry?
Amazon? You get it from Amazon?
I'm not sure. It's magically yours, and it's called the Time Oracle deck. It's just a tiny little deck. There's maybe
more cards I need. I went from, I threw away 2 tarot decks because I thought, gotta be mad at me, threw it away, got another one, threw it away. And now I'm like, I have so many tarot decks, and every time I watch you guys, I see you with another one. It's like,
Interesting. Lisa Pasquale, I hope I'm saying your last name right. Hi, Deann and Kevin. Can you tell me what my guides are trying to tell me and what my brother and grandmother and father who passed away are trying to tell me? Okay, let's maybe just narrow it down to
one person.
It feels like it's all, I feel like you're getting it from the same or feeling, I don't know if they've been reaching out to you and you're just feeling like there's something there. So let's tune into that for a specific message around the energy of the people that you have mentioned. It's interesting. I heard patience, Lisa. I heard patience. Okay, interesting. Yep. I pulled a few cards, the wisdom card, the inner peace card, and the solitude. And to me, that just, it makes sense around the patience. So I feel like message is that it's a call to go inward. And so your patience, I feel, has really been tested. Externally, it does feel other people involved in this. And in that, your reaction or not can look very different. So Spirit and your loved ones are inviting you to go inward and just be in that connection, be in that solitude, find your patience, be in your grounding, not to, this is what I'm hearing, say things that you might, in reflection, regret. So just be in that. There's a real call for solitude. So I don't know if you have looked into some sort of retreat, or it's metaphorically to just retreat inward, or it can be in the literal going into a retreat. But I feel a little bit of a strong hit around that for you. So that's
Okay.
what I'm getting.
I pulled some cards since we're talking about your family that is in heaven. This is called Talking to Heaven, this deck.
Mm,
So I wanted to see what I got for you. And they want you to know we will be together again. Don't worry about it. You're going to see them. They're alive now. They're watching over you now. And I know that now from the things I had told you. But they want you to know that this earth, this life is like that. You're going to be
mm,
together again soon. And if they were people that love to learn, they're still learning over there. It never stops. It says the earth is our school, but you still learn there. And it says that we have been together in dreams. So you may have had
mm,
dreams that they visited you in. And there's no time where where they're at, like there is on earth. And although you may not understand it right now, it says everything happened for a reason.
mm.
And I thought I'd pull a quick little gemstone card and see what I got. Remember sparkle and shine? Let yourself sparkle and shine. The
Oh,
opal. And that just says you are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. And you got an amethyst. And that one says reveal your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for for who you truly are. So they're telling you to let yourself sparkle and shine, be your true self. People who really love you and connect with you will connect with you, and they're still watching over you. And I'm sure that they've been with you in their dreams. So that's what I
I
got.
love it.
Hope that helps.
All righty. I love that name.
I
Where
do
are
too.
we? This is interesting too. Stouffer.
Stouffer, he's been on with you before.
Yes.
Oh gosh, he's good too. I
Hmm. Oh,
love
interesting. I'm going to use the Lisa Foster cards. Spirit.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
give it my
that's
pendulum.
interesting. Did you see that card jump out?
No, wait, I looked down. You had a card jump out within 6 months.
There you
Oh,
go, Stouffer.
well, I'll use my angel cards here, and they have time in them too. And I will see what my pendulum says real quick as well.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll use one of these, sometimes both if I need to, or to confirm something. Okay, so what is Stoker's timeline to be able to stop working at the office? What is Stoker's timeline to be able to stop?
Oh, it's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, Stouffer, just to clarify that, the connectivity card, and that's you. And so all that you have done, they're saying in the last 2 years specifically, has led you to in this very near future. So that kind of 6 month out is like a snap, as you know. So you will make that move. You actually have aligned things and you've made those connections, and things are falling into place. And then some of the things that leave you with the am I there yet? They are in the works to fall into place. You just have to make the decision, step into it, and they present themselves. So, in that, the energy feels really clear. It's less than a year from now. You will. Yeah.
I'm getting probably this summer that yes, you will. But and the card came up within a year from now.
Mm,
So time is really hard to do. But with the pendulum mat, it's saying probably like next summer of 2023. So next year, which is great. Are you going to try? Wonder if he's going to try to do this as his business for.
I'm going to say yes.
That'll be great. Yeah, that'd be great if you could just stay home and.
Yeah. Lisa, thank you so much for your donation. That is so
Yes,
kind of you.
she is kind.
Um, there we go. I'm just going to pin this. We will close the questions because we have more than we will actually get to. Um,
Lisa's here. Hi, Lisa from
Lisa
Spirit
Foster.
Energy Control.
Oh, Lisa, the other Lisa. LS. There's LF and LS.
Oh, there is?
Well, Lisa Foster, LF, and then Lisa Smith, LS.
Oh, oh.
It's for me. It's I need to do things simply.
Well, I
Yeah.
have 2 Kevin friends now.
Right.
You and then Kevin's Loving Vibration.
Yeah. We were on with Mel,
I
Kevin and
see him.
I, and we were like, I think I was confused. I was like, I think he was confused as well. One was I don't know,
He said Kevin
KC.
Chandler, and
Yeah,
then
it was me, but he said KC, and I responded to that because my middle name starts with a C. And then, anyways, it
it
got
was
a little,
funny. I watched him trying to keep track of the 2 Kevins. I was like, "This is funny." And
it
he'd
was
have to say your
comical.
last name.
Yeah, comic
Kevin 1
relief.
and Kevin 2.
Totally. The younger one and the older one. I'm the older one.
You don't
All
look
right.
older at all.
Oh goodness,
You don't look older.
I
You
could
look
be.
very young.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Any message from my guides, Mother of Giants? Let's see.
Mother of Giants. I love this name. I
I
don't know if
do
I've read
too.
for them
People
before.
come up with such creative names.
I
My
know.
husband picked my name
Oh,
because
okay.
my Norse, you see my little poster of Lagatha back there, the Shield Maiden, and he decorated my room all Shield Maiden-y as much as he could. He came in here and put the poster up, put that tree up. He's like, whatever I'm doing, I told you, he not only supports me, he's going like, let me
Wow.
find you something for this, and let me find you.
Do you share his name?
Huh?
Do you share his name?
Yes.
What's his name?
Oh, Dale.
Dale?
Dale, D-A-L-E.
Dale.
Yeah, I had to marry another D, don't you know, to fit right there
Or
in with the family.
wow. We love Dale for all his support. Well done, Dale.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I can feel it. All right. Mother of Giants, a message from my guides. Whew. Yeah, it's like deep breath. A call to go back to the breath for you, Mother of Giants. So I don't know if you're in a meditation practice or just being in the mindfulness of your breath. So not just, I had trouble exhaling. So it's like, yes, you're doing the inhale, but also do the exhale. So literally, and then metaphorically, just not, it just feels like there's some things that you are postponing or delaying or almost feels like not allowing yourself in this moment till something else occurs, but allow yourself now. So not holding your breath in and not giving yourself the exhale. So in life, if there's those things that you've kind of put off or you've kind of sidebarred not as a priority, Spirit's saying to make this the time. Yeah, bring in the joy right now. So that's what's there.
Our other Kevin is here.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Kevin's Loving Vibration. We were just talking about
Welcome.
you. Okay, it
His
was
ears must
good.
have
It
been
was
burning.
good. Okay, so what I got for you, Mother of Giants, which I love that name, I got Time to Lighten Up is one of them. You may be taking life a little too seriously right now. And then you got the card of a power struggle. You could be involved in a power struggle between two, it could be between 2 or more people. So it's telling you whatever you're going through there about that to lighten up about it. You got the card of Judgment, which says you're being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. So, which is hard to do, but that's what they're asking you to do. It says a few more cards. It says you're an old soul and you have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Tells you to have unwavering faith. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen and universal bank. Everything you need to thrive is already here. So just have unwavering faith in that. So that's what
Wow.
I got for you. And that was from Intuitive Life Coaching Cards. I love these cards. They have messages about each card and they just give you, advice.
Great deck.
I love this deck. It's one of my favorites.
Ah, that's so kind of you. Rose Christ. I might be saying that wrong. That's so kind of you. Deann is lovely. All right.
Thank you.
I'm not going to know how to say this name. Deann.
Sumalik?
Yes, let's go with that.
Sounds good, don't it? Well, I was thinking like the Sioux Indians. Wasn't that how
Okay.
it's spelled? And then Malik.
I love it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lots of moving questions.
No, isn't that crazy?
People are into the move. Yes,
I've
I
been
love
thinking
it.
about it myself, so it just must be the time
Oh,
to think
yeah.
about it. Well,
It's
my
a great time. Yeah. Using the Lisa Foster cards.
yes, you move.
So this is
Okay,
from
I'm getting
Deann,
yes with the
Ontario,
pendulum.
Spring Hill, Florida, and live with her mother. Um, feels layered. Layered is another way of saying a little complicated. So I'm just asking for a bit of,
Well, that was just yes, no question. So I'm going to try to see what I get with that.
yeah. What did you get, Deann?
I got yes with the
Okay.
pendulum, but I didn't ask for a timeline or anything. I just got yes. So I don't know if it's right now or in the future. I'm throwing a few cards. Okay, there must be some sort of an opportunity. There may be an opportunity that she's going to be able to do that, but you're going to have to communicate. There's going to have to be some clear communication. And I don't know what that's about, if it's just, that they need to make sure that it's going to work out, I suppose, for both of them. I got the yes card. I got it with the pendulum, and I got it with this card. I got yes. And yeah, so she's ready. It says you're ready. So whatever's going on, situation will improve, and it's going to happen at the perfect timing.
Okay. These cards are curious to me. So I pulled two of the cards from the Time Oracle deck, and then I heard Spirit say, pull another card. And I'm going to lead with the other card because this actually feels more of the center of it, if you will. And I do think it's complicated, and not asking you for those personal details, but it's the opening of love card. And that heart's kind of out in the water, which is interesting. And I don't know if, tell me what to say. So all of the participants, all of the people involved, it doesn't feel like they're all in the same boat. And so in that, it makes sense with the cards going from within 2 weeks or within 18 months. And so in that, there does feel like a strong potential. But what the best spirits focusing on the they're calling them child, so your granddaughter, the child in this being the focused. And so it just feels like what's best for them is still kind of playing out. So yeah, that's what
Did
I'm
you
going to
get
leave it with
anything for
that.
a timeline on yours?
Yeah, 2 weeks to 18 months.
Okay, because I was getting, it won't be this year,
Mm.
it'll be next year. And I'm getting pretty close. I'm getting like maybe next fall.
Yes. The dad is fighting in Orlando. The court case was canceled for tomorrow because of the hurricane. Interesting. Yeah, I think there's a few determining things, and I think that's why there's such a span. But there's the focus on the child. I think I do see reunion,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's in honor of. I think you said granddaughter. I do feel female energy, but the granddaughter. What's in her best interest, and I'm sorry if you said grandson, but I think you
Oh, if
said
I did,
granddaughter.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I might have got that wrong, but it does feel like it's in their best interest. So we will say that. So yeah, hope that goes well.
I'm
And yes,
thinking,
lots of prayer around what's happening. Oh boy, climate wise in parts of the world. So, all righty.
yeah,
Thank you
I
for your
was feeling
question.
best interest of her to move there.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. Okay, we've done that one. We've done that one. Oh, interesting. Running away from home. And Deann, I'm being mindful of the time. So we'll probably have time for maybe just one or two more. Well, there was for my brother Ronnie who died. So he was trying to speak to me. This is the third time today he's come through. Oh, maybe it was just a comment.
I think it's just
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, wonderful. So sorry for your loss, but that's so interesting. The third time today.
Wow.
Interesting. So just be in that embrace and know that he is with you. So how beautiful. Okay, another job question. Lots of that. Will I get my job soon in government or nonprofit sector?
Will MS
Will I
get
get
jobs?
my job soon?
Will he get his
Well,
job?
you're speaking like it's yours, so that's really great.
Yes,
That feels good. Um, and that actually feels a little bit new. So spirit likes that.
he said.
Hmm.
I'm
Hmm.
getting yes, and I don't know what nonprofit, but I don't even know what sector is, but I'm getting sector. I don't even know what that means. What be sector? But I'm getting yes. I'll throw some cards too, just in case. Sometimes it's nice when I don't know what something means. I don't have any idea to put my own feelings at all for sure in it then.
So MS, I got the openness card, and I think that's just acknowledging the way that you're standing into this, saying that it is your job. You claimed it. It's your job. It feels like a miracle. I love it. The new beginnings. These cards are really just brilliant. And then a clarifier would be in the time frame within 3 months. So that feels like a yes, 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 and yes. So.
I pulled some cards and I got whatever it is, you got to communicate clearly with them about what you want, and
Mm.
what they want and expect and what you want and expect. So and listen to your intuition. Which one do you feel in your gut? Because you got to listen to your own intuition. You know you better than we do. So listen to your own intuition. Yes, you are going to get a job soon. No need to worry about it. It's going to be a good opportunity for you, and don't stop. Don't give up trying. So sorry, I just kept going because the messages kept going.
Going with the flow. I
Going
love
with
it.
the flow. If I'm seeing something that answers it, I thought I'd grab it.
So good. Hi, Aiden reads tarot. Nice
Hi,
to see
Aiden.
you.
He's so sweet. He's the
Okay.
same age as
Yes.
my grandson.
Yeah. And don't forget to, once again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Even if you don't like it all the time, because I don't do some of the politics, you can still subscribe. It's a request. You don't have to, but it helps. And of course, to Deann's channel, her channel is in the description box. And then, of course, all of the other readers do put your channels in the chat so that people can subscribe to those as well. Please and thank you. And Evelyn is hello, a little down today. What can my guides tell me to help? Guides, message from your guides.
Thanks, Kevin. Kevin put my channel link on there.
Ah.
I think. That's me. I don't know. Think
Mm.
anyway.
Evelyn, instantly I'm aware of the energy of yellow, so specifically to your solar plexus, and that being um, your wisdom and your power. So just really being in that. So if you have things of yellow around you, crystals, clothing, things that you can tangibly hold on to, that's going to reinforce your power in this moment. So just acknowledging what you're going through, and that you're powerful. So not alone in this, and just being with that, that activation of your solar plexus around the yellow coming in. Okay. I'll just finish with this one. The focus card. I think that's a leopard. And so just seeing that mountain, my attention is it feels like the end of the season, like this leopard's out in winter and kind of craving for the season to change. And there's still a little bit of snow. And so, in that, the spirit just really wants you to focus and be in this moment instead of looking too far down for the next season. So, as things are not always according to our preference, still being gentle, and in our focus so that we can remain in our power. So, in addition to that yellow, the energy of the leopard working with you at this time. I think it's a snow leopard, if that's
Ooh,
if it actually is that. So maybe look at the totem medicine of the snow leopard, and there will be message there for you, Spirit saying. So lots of love to you.
Evelyn, what I got, I pulled a few cards and then a couple little diamond cards. I got the card of ego. So what that's saying, I think there's something that you have the illusion that you're just trapped. You're
Mm.
not trapped. It says accept the responsibility for your situation and then make choices that support your path to happiness. And if you've been feeling depressed too, be careful that you're not doing too much of anything. It says that you can have unhealthy habits. I know when I'm depressed, I want to eat. And just things like that. It's telling you to watch that. You got the card also of wise counsel. It's telling you to get with the spiritual community, like-minded people. Ask God for help. Trust the answers that they're going to come, and see what's best for you. You also got the 2 of Earth, which is like the 2 of Pentacles there. It says you're trying to balance things. You need to get things in better balance. You're working too hard. You're taking on too much, and you need to bring more balance into your life and have more fun, right now. And also, you may be balancing the budget, try to kind of watch your spending and stuff like that too. The cards I got for you from the gemstone, I got the diamond card, and it says you need to value your self-worth and know how precious you are.
Uh,
And amber,
mm,
and that's saying that you need to give it to God, universe, spirit, whoever, whatever you're struggling with, give it to them. Take a deep breath. It says on the exhale, release this situation,
mm.
to God, spirit, for healing answers. So
I
just
love it.
pray and meditate. And I think those are great cards for you. I
Did
hope.
you say amber?
Huh?
Did you say amber, Deann?
Yes, she
Yeah.
got diamond and amber.
Okay.
Were the
Interesting. And
cards.
the amber, I think, goes along with the solar plexus. So if you actually do have amber, that would be a good crystal for you as well.
Yes.
Love it. All right, we'll end with this one because I think it will be fitting for Beatrice for a card for October, but also the collective. We will end with a card for October for all of y'all.
Alrighty.
Anyone watching the replay. If this resonates, then take it.
This is fun. I really enjoy being on here.
That was a quick hour. You're gonna have to come back.
I hope so. It's fun, and I know. Some
Let's
people are just so easy to talk to, so easy to read with, so easy. Kevin's that way, the other Kevin, and you, and I'm not nervous at all. Sometimes, like when I had Lena on, I love Lena, and I think I was so worried about disappointing her in some way. I was like nervous, and it's like I gotta quit that stuff. Okay, what'd you get?
It's interesting. I was going to pull one card, but I pulled 2 cards. And so I really love it. And I love how the animals will work with us. And it's the trickster. So it's the fox. And again, just in that winter, as we go into winter and the seasons change, we change. And in that, the storyteller card, just bringing that warmth. And to me, that's the light. So what Spirit's saying around that for Beatrice and anyone that feels called to this is that the stories that we tell ourselves create our reality and they make us feel a certain way. So if those stories make us feel really good, then continue telling them. And if they don't and they no longer serve us, then we need to be responsible in the choices and the words, specifically every single word, the spell that each will have to change the story. So in that, I think that there's medicine in that for me. I hope that that resonates with you, Beatrice, and anyone else that can relate to that. But really just be mindful of the story that we're telling.
And thank you, Design Ideas. Very
Thank you
nice
so
of
much for your
you.
donation.
I pulled 2 cards, Beatrice. I got the 6 of Swords. So I think you're moving out of some hard times and you're going to be moving into some calmer waters. Things are going to get a
Mm.
little easier for you. Things are looking up. It's going to be a welcome relief. And you're finding your way to a peaceful place. If you're having depression or illness, it's going to help with that too. You're going to be feeling better. You got the card of release. You just, whatever your problems are, you're going into calmer waters. Just release them. Release them. Don't worry about them. Don't think about them. Give them to your higher power. There's going to be some endings in October that are going to lead to new beginnings. You have the need to release a situation or people that hold you back. So you may have a certain situation or certain people that you feel are holding you back. You may find that you need to release some of those things. And it talks about a spiritual transformation. So it sounds like October is going to be a good month for you. And we'll be done with this retrograde stuff.
Oh, someone did clarify on the 2nd of October.
Second,
So
okay, my husband's
there you
birthday
go.
is the 3rd. So
Hang in there, Deann.
I'm
Hang in
hanging.
there. Deann, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I appreciate it. It was so lovely to see you again and to read with you. It's very easy and natural with you. And I think you're so gifted, and just stepping into that and sharing parts of your story. I think that it's just extra special. So thank you. Thanks everybody for being here. Each and every one of you. I look forward to seeing you each time that I get to see you. And Deann, if there's anything you'd like to say, well,
Let me see. Real quick, if I got to tell you
what are you up to? I didn't even ask you about
tomorrow,
your
I'm
channel.
doing.
Yes.
I'm watching Hocus Pocus 2 with my daughter
Oh,
and my niece. So
I
they love that. I love that. So we're gonna have they're getting away from the kids, coming to my house, and we're gonna have a few drinks, watch Hocus Pocus. So I'm excited about that. I know it has nothing to do with tarot, but still. And then let's see, what do I got going here? There's a couple. Oh, October 5th, Wednesday, I'm going to have Adam from Stargazing Astrology on my channel. And then that's about it till the following week. I had been so busy, I decided to take, with my car troubles and everything, I took a little bit more, few days off next week just so I could
a bit
take.
of a breather. Got to
Well,
do that. Moderation. Absolutely. Oh yes, and Hocus Pocus 2. Oh my gosh. I used to collect Bette Midler
oh, did you?
movies.
Love her.
Love her. Oh my goodness.
Great
Yeah.
voice. Did you see her in The Rose?
Oh my gosh, a trillion times. Yes. Yeah, all the Bette Midler movies. All right. Thank you, everybody. We will see you again. Bless you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you very much. Kevin's excited too. Hocus Pocus.
So good. Yeah, he'll probably bring his niece. She'll like it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.